You know, Gloria Martinez deserves a lot of credit for doing her best to be a good mom, especially in a place like Night City. You understand how difficult it is to take care of yourself in this anarcho-capitalist hellhole, let alone your child? I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but if somebody else does, please let me know. But I remember there being a data shard that said that something like 70% of the city grew up without both parents, and a huge number just straight up grew up like orphans. This is not an easy place to survive in, so a lot of people either don't make it and leave their kids behind as orphans, or they find the job just too difficult to manage and they split so they can focus on taking care of themselves. I doubt Night City has cyber child protective services. If you just dip, I guess you could get away with it. And this woman not only chose to stick around, but she also worked brutal hours in order to support herself and David, and put a huge chunk of that money towards getting David a quality education. Now listen, I don't really agree with her trying to put David down the corporal life path. I think that was either going to wind up destroying him or turning him into a monster. But what public schools do you see in Night City? Sending David to Arasaka Academy might have been the only way she saw that she can guarantee that David wouldn't live the same life as half the population, eating nothing but vending machine burritos and using BDs to numb the pain. Look at all the crazy shit that David passes by on his way to the train station from his house. How many of those people do you think would have been lucky to have a mom like Gloria that would do their best to set them up for a better future under the circumstances living in this hellhole? Hell, she was putting herself at risk finding high quality cyberware that she could sell to Maine and his crew. You might be like, oh, well, a lot of people do whatever they can to make some money in Night City. True, but a lot of them are motivated by their self-interest, their desire to survive, greed, a lust for power. But how many of them are motivated just by the desire to take care of somebody that they love, even at their own expense? No wonder David snapped and chromed up after he lost her. He was one of the like 5 people that had a good, loving mother at home, and he watched her just get left to die in the street when she could have easily been saved by those trauma team people, but she didn't have the money to afford insurance, so they didn't value her life, even though she meant everything to David.